So we'll solve the examination question papers. So here I have taken the 3 years examination paper. So calculate it quickly. The boxes which I have put, that is this one is first question, this is second, and this is third. I think these are all 2016, no, 17, 18, 19 question paper, okay? 6 marks. So calculate for this question. So closing stock is given, COGS and equity share capital, preference share capital, debentures, current liability, general reserve. And here they are given to calculate the quick ratio, stock turnover ratio, and debt equity ratio. Okay, quickly calculate and tell me the answer. Meanwhile, I will also calculate here. But I am expecting from your side I'll give you just 1 or 2 minutes to calculate this first. At least you can tell me the value of quick ratio. So here I will write down here the answers, or I'll solve here. So what are quick assets? So let's find out. So quick assets is nothing but current assets minus inventories. So current assets, what we have, current assets minus inventory, but in this we don't have inventory, so we have closing stock. Closing stock is nothing but the inventory. Opening stock will not come, not as not referred as inventory. Closing stock will referred as inventories. So we'll write down here closing stock. Okay, so yes, tell me the answers. So current assets is how much? They have given, sorry, I have forgot to write down the current asset value here. So yes, current assets is 6 lakhs. Okay, sorry for this mistake. So current asset is 6 lakhs. Then we have closing stock is how much? 1,60,000. So you'll get, yes, 4,40,000 quick assets. Meanwhile, you calculate the current quick ratio. So quick ratio current assets minus closing stock divided by, or else you write down as liquid assets divided by current liability. So 4,40,000. So how I got 4,40,000 is 6 lakhs minus 1,60,000. So we'll get the divided by current liabilities is 3 lakhs. So 1.47 is the answer. Yes, both of them are right. Then we have to calculate stock turnover ratio. So that is how much cost of goods sold divided by average inventory. So cost of goods sold, they have given the value 23 lakhs, and average inventory they have not given this, but so here they are given the opening stock. Sorry, I think I have not written the question properly. So opening stock is 60,000 plus closing stock is 1,60,000. So take down the average of both this number. So 160 plus 60 is 220. 220 divided by 2 is 110. Okay. So 23 lakhs divided by, yeah, 1,10,000. Sorry, 11 actually. So 1,10,000. Thanks for correcting me. That becomes 21. Okay. Stock turnover ratio is 21 times. Then we have to calculate the debt equity ratio. So what is the equity ratio? So debt equity ratio is formula is total debt, or else the total long-term debts divided by shareholders fund. So total debt is how much? Debentures is there, only the long-term debt, that is 3 lakh, divided by we have a shareholders fund. What all things we have is equity share capital, preference capital, then we have reserves. These three are there. So okay, calculate this and tell me the answer. So debt to equity ratio. So when you calculate the shareholders fund, 8 plus 3, 11, 11, and this, where is that reserve? Reserves is 2. That becomes to 13 lakhs. 3 lakhs divided by 13 lakhs. Okay. So we'll get how much? 0.23 times. Yes, correct. Okay, simple thing. Only you'll take hardly you'll take only 1 minute, okay, to solve this question. So in management accounting, the beauty of this subject is you can score well if you understand the concept. That's all. You don't have to work hard for this subject. Only in cash flow statement you should have to work hard, and also the fund flow statement. So cash flow is not, I think when you're going to write the exams, first you start with first unit only, 14 marks question. Then you go for the ratio analysis. Then third, you'll go for the fund flow statement. Then you lastly you go for the this cash flow statement. Okay. So because in cash flow system, cash flow statement, it will take much time to calculate this. So better you go for the fund flow statement. Okay, and similarly you calculate this second one. I think this is 2019 question paper, and this is 2018 question paper, and this is 2017 question paper. So yes, calculate this one. Current ratio is 1.4, liquid ratio is 1, stock turnover ratio is 8, and then GP is 20%. So 20% on sales, and sales is 10 lakhs. Yes, calculate this and tell me the answers. Calculate working capital, it is saying. So working capital is nothing but current assets minus current liability. So first you need to calculate the current assets and then you have to calculate the current liabilities. So I'll give you 2 minutes. So I think you have calculated the current assets value. This is not so tough, but little bit tricky one because here we are calculating the ratio. So we should be thorough in the calculation of the how to calculate the ratios. Okay, simple mathematics. So okay, I will solve here. So what will be the turnover, stock turnover? So inventory is nothing but how much? What we have to do is, so stock turnover ratio we have to calculate first. So let's see what we have to do. Stock turnover ratio is equals to cost divided by average inventory. So COGS is how much? Sales minus GP. So sales minus GP is 10 lakhs minus 20% of 10 lakhs. Okay. So you'll get 8 lakhs. Divided by average inventory, we don't know. So yes, how to calculate this? Can anybody tell me? Yes, you do cross multiplication. So here we'll get closing stock value first. Okay. Closing stock value you'll get here. So that how we are getting is this divided by average inventory, or else closing stock you can write down. So 8 lakhs divided by 8 divided by 8. So how much you are getting?
1 lakh, sir.
Yes, this is 1 lakhs. That is known as stock. Okay, or else inventory. Now you just apply the formula. So here is liquid assets or stock is nothing but current assets minus liquid assets. Okay. Stock we know that how much? That is 1 lakh. Is equals to current assets is how much they are given? Current ratio is 1.4. So we'll think as current ratio is nothing but current asset divided by current liability. 1.4 is to 1. So we'll assume as current assets 1.4 minus this liquid ratio is 1. Okay. So how much we are getting here? 1.4 minus 1 is 0.4. Till now you have understood this. Next we will calculate the current asset. So current assets is equals to 1 lakh divided by 0.4 into 1.4. Okay. So first you have to do is 1 lakh divided by 0.4, then into multiplied by 1.4. So how much you are getting? So you are getting 3,50,000 as a current assets. So similarly, you calculate for the current liability. This is also 1 lakh divided by 0.4 multiplied by current liabilities is how much? 1. Okay. So how much you are getting here? So you're getting 2,50,000 as the current liability. So working capital is current assets minus current liability. So 3,50,000 minus 2,50,000. We are getting answer 1 lakh rupees. Okay. Any doubts in this question? So basically you will confuse in this kind of questions. So what to take and how to do all these things. So better you just go with this kind of methods. Any doubts you can ask me right now because all the mics are unmuted. If you don't have the doubts, then text me in the chat box. No. So I will proceed for the another question. Yes, if you incur with this kind of question, you just solve like this only. First, you calculate the value of the stock first. Okay, so we have calculated as 1 lakh. Then you calculate this stock is equals to, we know the formula, current assets minus liquid assets. So liquid asset, we know the formula of liquid assets. Liquid assets is equals to current assets minus stock inventory. So when you cross this when you shift this equation, so you'll get as stock is equals to current assets minus liquid assets. So 1 lakh is equals to 1.4 minus 1, that is 1 lakh is equals to 0.4. So make this as a denominator and do this calculation. Current assets is equals to 1 lakh divided by 0.4 into the current asset value 1.4. Then you do similarly for the current liability 1 lakh divided by 0.4 same into, you write down the value of current liability. So here current liability value is 1. So we got 3,50,000 and 2,50,000. Okay, yes, now you calculate this question. Stock turnover ratio is 6 times, GP is 20% on sales, and sales is that is 33 lakhs. Then we have closing stock 15,000 more than the opening stock. Opening creditors is 30,000 and closing creditors is 45,000. So calculate the average stock, average payment and purchases. So quickly you calculate the average stock value, because in the previous problem we have calculated this. So stock turnover ratio formula is how much? So stock turnover ratio is nothing but inventory turnover ratio is equals to COGS divided by average stock. So we know the COGS value means the cost of goods sold 3 lakhs minus 20% on 3 lakhs. So how much you'll get here? 20% on 3 lakh is 60,000. So 3 lakhs minus 60,000 is 2 lakh 40,000 divided by, same thing you write down, opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. So let's assume opening stock as X, then plus closing stock as a 15,000 plus X. Okay. So X plus 15,000. So average stock is 40,000. Let me calculate this first. Yeah, average stock is 40,000, right? Divided by 2. Okay, when you calculate this, because we know that stock turnover ratio is 6, is equals to this value. Okay, so you'll get average stock value is 40,000. Okay. You just calculate it. 40,000 is the average stock. Okay, then you have to calculate the average payment period. So what is the formula for the average payment period? So here we have written the formula 365 days divided by trade payable turnover ratio. So before that we have to calculate the trade payable turnover ratio. So we have the formula called net trade payable turnover ratio is credit purchase divided by average creditors plus average bills payable. So we don't have bills payable, we have a creditors. Okay. So net credit purchase is nothing but we have to calculate this credit purchase purchase amount. So we'll put the calculation of purchase here. So yes, we'll make a ledger account here. So sales is how much? Yeah, 3 lakhs. Then we have closing stock. Right now we have calculated the closing stock. So that is 47,500. Then here we have opening stock. That is how much? 32,500. Then we have GP. Gross profit is how much? 60,000. So balance it. How much you are getting? So here you are getting 3,47,500. and here you are getting 92,500. So here will come purchase, that is 3,47,500 minus 92,500. We got 2,55,000 as purchase. Okay, so I will write down here. So purchase I got is 2,55,000. So similarly, you calculate the trade payable turnover ratio. There you can come to know the average payment period. So trade payable, I will calculate here the credit purchase divided by average creditors. So opening creditors plus closing creditors divided by 2. So you have got the average creditors as 37,400. So trade payable turnover ratio is how much? That is net credit purchase, or else we have the credit amount that is 2,55,000 divided by, we have the average creditors, we got 6.8 times. Okay. So similarly, average payment period, is equals to 365 days divided by 6.8, the turnover ratio. So we got 54 days.